Farming Simulator 22 changes to seasonal cycles, graphics, and Sorghum. If you haven't read the blog, make sure you stick around and enjoy this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you got your notifications turned on. We do live stream every day, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and I'm glad that you are all here. So I have to say, I am extremely happy to see Giants, finally a gaming company that listened to the community feedback. So first off, my hat's off to Giants. I play a lot of different games offline, off stream, and a lot of these developers, a lot of these companies do not listen to their community. They do not listen to their feedback. So again, Giants, thank you for listening to the feedback that you got from the community. So if we jump into the blog that they posted a couple of days ago, they say when they first introduced season cycles in Farming Simulator 22, a virtual year was supposed to consist of 12 days, meaning that each in-game day would be the equivalent of a month. Their goal was, and still is, to find a balance of challenging and relaxing gameplay mechanics that work for as many players as possible, regardless of their experience. A lot of the community, seasoned farmers, the duration of a year wasn't as appealing as Giants hoped it would be, even though players will be able to decrease the speed of time in-game even further than before. So the challenge that they were facing was to implement the option to customize the length of seasons. They go on to talk about why this was a challenge. So they say in-game development, there is a massive amount of dependencies with even the tiniest change. And that's true. They're not wrong in that statement, right? You have the risk of a butterfly effect that sticks to everything. That's especially true for the seasonal length connected to various affected gameplay mechanics that might break and need to be compatible, as we can't release a game with potential errors produced by our mechanics. That's the worst case, corrupt save games, things of that nature. So again, they're talking about here again, anything. It doesn't have to be gaming, just development in general. There's things called regression testing to make sure when you introduce something new that you're not breaking any of the mechanics that you have previously deployed. So they go on to say, long story short, longer seasons. We are now able to increase the season length of a month up to 28 days. So yes, each month can consist of 28 days. Those changes would take effect after the current season is completed. So again, my hat's off to Giants for listening to the community and making those changes. They go on to talk a little bit more about changes to the graphics. So they say, while the gameplay programmers focus on gameplay and mechanics and work on the gameplay side during the whole course of development, the technical folks out there are doing the same on their end, meaning the graphics still continue to evolve between showing you the first screenshots, the first trailer, and the release of the game. They also took our feedback under construction until the last pixel's considered final. They go on to say, between the months old game build that they showed at Gamescom, for example, and the version that they're going to release in a few weeks, a lot of graphical aspects have changed, and therefore the visual appearance has changed. Again, they got a lot of feedback on the aesthetics of Farming Simulator 22 and incorporated some changes while working on already planned improvements. They improved the level of detail of foliage to guarantee a more beautiful transitions between colors. They went on to fine-tune screen space ambient occlusion, SSAO, to create more natural shadows, resulting in a more natural-looking surroundings. They've also modified the color grading to achieve an overall more realistic atmospheric feel. The next thing they go on to talk about is sorghum or milo, which will be an important crop, becoming even more important in recent years in the warmer climates. That's why it's considered a warm welcome addition by our American players and a predestined crop to sow on our U.S. Midwestern map, Elm Creek. I'm looking forward to this. I'm glad that they brought this into the game. As they go on to say, as our sorghum farmers all around the world noticed, the process of harvesting sorghum wasn't quite accurate in the early version of Farm Sim 22. Long straw cut short, only the top of the fruit gets cuts off when harvesting now. Again, a very, very welcome improvement when it comes to this crop, when it comes to harvesting this crop. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about these updates and changes that Giants has made on the last minute as we close in on the release of Farm Sim 22. Again, I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you have notifications turned on for all the latest content on the channel. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.